Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Well, welcome back to Plains, Montana. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network is we're back into action, and just a little bit behind here as we're 2 pitches in. Molly McHugh, the pitcher, and we get strike 1, and in the box for Plains is Sid Jackson. So the lineup pretty close to what it was. We do swap where Loyola is the home team now. Molly McHugh is our pitcher for the Breakers as we go 3-1 on the count to Jackson. So it's Sid Jackson, Sage Jackson, Sid in center, Sage at first. Dakota Butcher will be our pitcher for the Trotters in game 2 as we get strike 2, so full count at 3-2. Cassidy Kinsey will be the shortstop. Mackenzie Elliott, the DP, batting 5th. Batting 6th is Natalie Deshaw, the catcher, and we get a walk to start the game.
Now up to the plate for the Trotters.
So
Sage
Jackson
Jackson
will come to the plate. Batting 7th is Madison Elliott. She is the left fielder. The catcher is Skylar Bergstrom. She is number 5, batting 8th. And batting 9th is Kenzie Engel. As this one smacked to second. The tag at second for 1 out. No, they're going to say
Jackson
safe. So runners at
advances
first
the runner.
and second now.
Now up to the plate for the Trotters. Number
For
9, Dakota
Plains.
Butcher.
And we come to Dakota Butcher, the pitcher. So Butcher settles in. And we get a strike thrown now by McHugh. So Molly McHugh, this is the first time this season that I've seen McHugh pitch. She did throw last season for the Breakers a few games. Looking to take over those pitching duties for the Breakers. As we go even at 1 on the count now. Hickether has been the feature leading up to this at bat. Here's Butcher showing bunt. Runners are going to advance down the third base line, and they've got a trap going. Tag at Sano. The ball is loose, and they say safe as Sid Jackson ends in a pile, and she's got a bloody nose going as they call time. So we'll see if they bring in a courtesy runner for her. No, she'll just set back up, puts her helmet back on, and we get back into the action. So 1-2 on the count to Butcher. Here's the pitch by McHugh. Swung on. This was going to roll out, picked up by the shortstop. Force out at third, and that's 1 down. Fielder's choice brings us out number 1. And we have Cassidy Kinsey, the shortstop. Kinsey was the pitcher in game 1.
Trotters. Number 2, Cassidy Kinsey.
McHugh's pitch is high with loaded bases and 1 out. Top of the first inning. Breakers are the home team now as they flip-flop on the doubleheaders. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, runners will jump, and we go 2-0. McHugh now, foot on the rubber. She's a right-handed pitcher as well. This one's going to be in the dirt to give us ball 3. McHugh now, foot on the rubber, behind in the count at 3-0. And this one she'll slide across the plate. Our plate umpire is Chuck Mandry. And we have a new umpire in the field. So 3-1 now. And this one's hit into right field. This one's got some leg, and it'll land at the fence. And they're going to go ahead and give it the home run signal.
Kinsey parks the ball.
Madison Kinsey with a home run shot gives the Trotters a 4-0 lead. And McHugh waiting for a ball. She had to get one from the official. So Mackenzie Elliott, the DP now, at the plate with the bases cleared. This one's going to be smacked foul right at the first base.
The batter. She's the DP for the Trotters.
Elliott steps in. McHugh with her foot on the rubber. Here's the pitch. And that one's close to tagging the batter as we get ball 1. For Butcher in game 1, 3 plate appearances, 3 strikeouts. Here's the McHugh pitch. High pitch for ball 2. Natalie Deshaw in the on-deck circle for the Trotters with 1 out. Here's the 2-1, swung on. This one's going to be a hopper right over Hickether's glove, and a runner at first for Plains.
The right field, good for the single. They tell me walking tacos are on sale now for $2 each. Walking tacos, $2 each. Brings the catcher, number 8, Natalie Deshaw to the plate.
Natalie Deshaw comes to the plate now, the second baseman for the Trotters. .30 is the score, so I got excited. Thought there were loaded bases, but so we go even at 1. 1 out and a runner at first. And fouled off for strike 2. For Deshaw in game 1. 3 plate appearances with 2 strikeouts. This is a check swing, and they're going to say she committed, so it's out. Number 2 on the strikeout. Madison Elliott now
up for the Trotters.
for the Trotters.
Number 21, Madison Elliott.
Madison Elliott, a freshman. Older sister Mackenzie is a junior. We saw her at bat 2 batters ago. This one's hit hard into center field. Van de Per is there, but it is gone. No, it's at the fence. Runner from second is on her way around third. The Trotters come out. The throw to home is made, but not in time. And a stand-up triple for Madison Elliott.
Elliott with the triple and the RBI.
4-0 Trotters. Top of the first. And the catcher, Skylar Bergstrom, in the on deck, and now Coach Bissett is going to come out and discuss with Mandre. I think he's wondering about the runner at third. Conference at the plate. You know, folks, it's getting to be that time of year when we are ready to travel and get on the go. Well, the best place to stop pre-trip is Fast Trip Conoco. That's right, folks. Your convenience store, your one-stop shop, whether it's to fuel up, you need some ice, some cold drinks, or maybe you just want to make your ride look good and stop into the Magic Touch Car Wash, conveniently placed right in the parking lot of Fast Trip Conoco. Fast Trip Conoco on South Reserve, proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Number 5, Skylar Bergstrom.
So the catcher, Skylar Bergstrom, comes to the plate now for the Trotters. 2 down, a runner at third, and a 4-0 lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. McHugh's first pitch is high for ball 1. McHugh gets his pitch and settles. Bergstrom in the box, and it slides over the plate for strike 1. So 1-1 on the count. Bergstrom not in the previous game. This one's hit. It's going to roll out to Hickether. Hickether with the toss to first, and that is the side. 4 runs earned, a runner hung, and it's a 4-0 lead, Plains. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Plains, Montana for a doubleheader, Game 2. The Loyola Breakers and the Plains Trotters, Plains Paradise Trotters. It is a co-op, and we get ready to go for our leadoff. Breakers down 4-0, and it's Molly McHugh to lead off for the Breakers. Casey Von Heater in the Five Valley Auto pitcher circle. First pitch on the way. This one's going to be hit. It's into center field. It'll hop in front of the center fielder, and McHugh will start things off with a hit for the Breakers. So with a runner at first, we come to Heli Batterud.
Now up to bat for the Breakers. The third baseman, number 1, Heli Batterud.
Batteruden will swing. This one's going to dribble out, and they say foul as it just gets loose, and we have strike 1. So the Breakers coming out aggressive here in Game 2. And Batterudin wanted clarification. And Bissett wanted an explanation as well. It was said the ball was hit. So Bissett will discuss it with Mandre on where the ball was hit as to reference as to whether it was a foul or not.
Walking tacos on sale over at the concession stand, $2 each. They've also got
And
some
our
burgers
field
out
umpire
there.
will
And
come
all
in.
the goodies, so if you're still hungry or
Smart of
thirsty,
Batterudin
check
to
out the
question
concession
the
stand.
call. So the officials will discuss it. Breakers on the road once again tomorrow as they will take a trip to Florence. MPSN will be on the road with the Breakers, and they're going to go ahead and give Batterudin the base. So the Breakers with runners at first and second after the long discussion as Emily Hermes comes to the plate, the shortstop. And now Mangan will come out to get an explanation. Mangan questioning, saying, hey, you already called that foul. You can't pick it up and say, call it differently. And the second official comes in and says, you know what? You can't change what you've already called. So they're going to bring Batterudin back down the line and call it foul with strike one. And so now Bissett, long discussion here. He has a moment with the field official that came in and changed the ruling. He was part of the first discussion with Bissett, but they're going to leave it, and Batterudin will bat now. Everybody sets back into their spots. So Batterudin settles back in, and here's the Von Heater pitch. This one's fouled off to the first baseline for strike two. And that's the kind of thing that will throw. The Breakers had some sort of rhythm going there, and with a stop set like that, that can slow the rhythm, can change things up. And the second pitch outside for ball one. So 1-2 on the count. The pitch. And Von Heater outside for ball two. Even count at 2. Batterudin being patient. Emily Hermes in the on-deck circle after we square everything away. And a full count at 3-2. The park here at Plains High School, 200 to center, and we get a walk. So Batterudin will get the base after everything's said and done. And now Emily Hermes will get
Now
the
up to
bat.
plate, number 10, Emily Hermes.
So with no outs here in the bottom of the second, Breakers with runners at first and second, and the first pitch to Hermes is across the plate for strike one. Pitch wild. Runners will advance to second and third. And we even out at 1. Pitch on the way. Swung on for strike 2. Kayla Hickether in the on-deck circle for the Breakers, with Batterudin at second and McHugh at third. No outs on the board. Here's the 1-2. And it's swung on That was inside, but we have out number 1 on the strikeout by Von Heater.
Now batting for the Breakers.
So Kayla Hickether will come to the plate for the Breakers with 1 out and runners at second and third. And Hickether has a strong bat, and she'll hit this one right at the pitcher. Runner from third is down. Batteruden rounds the corner. The throw will not be made home, and the Breakers earn 2. Hickether on the single will pick up 2 RBIs. And we go to Carly Tip with 1 out.
Now to the plate.
Hickether
Number
at
15, Carly Tip.
first, and the wild pitch will allow her to advance to second. 1-0 on the count. So the Breakers scratch back with 2 with 1 out on the board. Ashton Leibel in the on-deck circle for the Breakers. High pitch is ball 2. And Tip can hit the ball. She's got a .438 average. This one's hit almost the same spot. Hickether's around second. They're going to go ahead and bring her around third. Tip is at first. As the ball's picked up, the throw to second, and Hickether will score off the Tip
Hickether
double.
Line drive in the center. Good for the double and the RBI.
And we've got a 4-3 score on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and Bissett wants to have a runner come in, and he'll bring Michaela Deshaw to run. Ashton Leibel at the plate now for the Breakers. And Leibel's got a dance, and they're going to go ahead and give her the base. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And we come to Morgan Hall, who is the DP in game 2.
Now to the plate, the DP, number 12, Morgan Hall.
Hall settles in with 1 out. Runners at first and second. She'll swing, and it just bounces right in front of the plate for foul ball. Deshaw at second. Leibel at first. And an inside pitch gets us ball 1. 1-1 on the count with 1 out. And she'll reach for it and miss for strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, contact, foul back at us. And Hall will stay alive. Violet Whitegrass in the on-deck circle with 1 out. Bottom of the first. Both sides picking up runs early. Breakers looking for the tie. Here's one hit to the shortstop. Picked up the tag. Throw to first, and it's good. Double play turn. Breakers earn 3, leave 1, and it's top of 2 coming up right after this. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the top of the second inning, and we've got a 1-run game, 4-3 Trotters here in Plains, Montana. And it's the bottom of the order. We'll go 9-1-2 on the schedule with Kenzie Engel to lead off the inning. So Engel, Jackson, scheduled here at the top of the second. Plains took the first game 3-2.
Now batting for the Trotters, number 2, Cassidy Engel.
And so Engel comes to the plate, her first at bat. Swings, this one's hard into left field. Leibel's got to chase it to the fence. Runners around first on her way to second, and she'll hold up there.
Engel with a pop in the left field, good for the double. Now
swings us to the top of the order to Sid Jackson.
Number 4, Sid Jackson.
Jackson, the center fielder. Jackson in game 1. A run and a strikeout, high pitch for ball 1. So a strikeout and 2 at-bats and had a run earned. And a strike pitch by McHugh. Evens a count out at 1. For Jackson, she was walked her first at-bat in game 2. Here's the McHugh pitch. Ball, and Chip's got to chase it down. She'll throw it. No, she won't. Runner will slide in at third. And we go 2-1 on the count. No outs here, top of 2 with a runner at third. Trotters looking to stack on their lead. Sid Jackson waiting for the pitch, and she'll let it go by for ball 3. It's Sage Jackson in the on-deck circle. And a walk to put runners on the corners with Sage Jackson coming up and no outs.
Number 6, Sage Jackson.
Sage a junior. Sydney a junior. And this one smacked past McHugh. Runner tags at third, comes home, and the single for Sage will earn a run. And we come to Dakota Butcher.
Now up to the plate for the Trotters, number 9, Dakota Butcher.
And a swing for strike 1 on a foul tip. McHugh looks to the dugout. And now the pitch. Tip settles in behind the plate. And a ball. Even on the count. Big difference in what we've seen the last few games. Eureka doubleheader and Deer Lodge. Both those teams aggressive at the plate against, and Butcher will swing for strike 2. And then Saturday against Mac, and also today against the Trotters, the batters have been patient at the plate. Here's McHugh. High pitch evens us out at 2. No outs, runners at first and second for the Trotters. Sid Jackson at second, Sage at first. Here's the pitch, swung on, and the first out of the inning will be a K for McHugh. That takes us to Cassidy Kinsey.
Now up to the plate for the Trotters, number 2, Cassidy Kinsey.
Kinsey playing the shortstop position. Pitch on the way. Over the plate for strike 1. So McHugh finding a rhythm now. Here's the pitch. And the lob over the plate for strike 2. That one almost looked like it was teed up there. I think that if Kinsey took a swing at that, it might have been over the fence. High ball to get us a 1-2 on the count. Runners at first and second with 1 out. 1 run earned so far here in the second. And this one's down the third base line. They're going to say fair. It's going to roll deep. Leibel's got to chase it all the way to the fence. It'll roll underneath the fence. And they're going to hold him up as it rolled out. And they're going to say it's a stand-up double. A run earned.
Brings the DP, number 10, Matt Elliott, to the plate.
Mackenzie Elliott, the DP, now at the plate. McHugh looks. And McHugh wants to call time, and the infield will come in. And McHugh speaking with her shortstop and her third baseman. And she's very... Runner at second sits down on the base while she waits for time. That is Kinsey. All right, we're ready for the pitch. And Elliott will let it go by for ball 1. Mackenzie Elliott. The pitch. And McHugh will tag her to load the bases. So with 1 out, the Trotters will have
Natalie Deshaw.
Packed bases with Natalie Deshaw, the second baseman, coming to the plate. Deshaw struck out her first at-bat. Here's McHugh with the first pitch. High for ball 1. McHugh now. And a high ball for ball 2. So Mackenzie Elliott at first, Cassidy Kinsey at second, and a high pitch for ball 3. And Sage Jackson at third. The on-deck circle has Madison Elliott in it for the Trotters. Here's the 3-0. And we get a strike call. Turning out to be a beautiful evening here in Plains. This one swung on and fouled back. And a full count at 3-2. And I think that one got both myself and Mr. Tip as we both reacted to the ball coming at us. Carly Tipstad is the official scorer for the Breakers. Here's the McHugh pitch. It's in the dirt. Runners are going to go. No, they're going to say a walk. So the walk will bring a runner home.
With the walk, it scores a run for the Trotters.
And the Trotters lead 7-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Now up to the plate for the Trotters, the left fielder, number 21.
And Madison Elliott will come to the plate. They'll bring a runner in. It's number 7, Brooklyn Stafford, the senior. Here's the first pitch to Madison Elliott. She'll swing on it. It's back into the backstop for strike 1. For Elliott, her first at bat, had a hit and earned a run. And we get ball 1 to even the count out. Breakers take on the state champs tomorrow night in Florence. Ball gets away. Runners are going to come home. And that's another run for Plains as they take an 8-3 lead. Here's the pitch. And it's over the plate for strike 2. 2-2 on the count. 1 out, runners at second and third for the Trotters. Stafford at second. Mackenzie Elliott at first. And this one's going to be hit forward. Picked up by McHugh. The throw to first is not held on to. And Mackenzie Elliott will earn the run
Elliott with the single
to make it 9-3. Trotters. And the catcher,
now
Skylar Bergstrom.
The second baseman, number 5, Skylar Bergstrom.
And Bangan. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm not sure who's running the scoreboard. It's 9-3. So a brief conference between Bergstrom and Bangan gives the Breakers a chance to get together. Bangan still discussing it, and we're waiting on Mandre, and now we're ready. McHugh with the pitch. Bunt laid down. Good bunt. Move forward. Throw to first is not there, and that's loaded bases with 1 out. Once again on the bunt. Bottom of the order now. Center fielder.
Bottom of the order for the Trotters.
Kenzie Engel.
Kenzie Engel.
So Engel settles in with 1 out and packed bases. McHugh with her foot on the rubber in the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to find the gap. Runner will come home from third, and it keeps the bases loaded with 1 out.
Engel pops one into right field. Good for the single and the RBI.
Swing to the top of the order to Sid Jackson.
Top of the order for the Trotters. Brings up the center fielder, number 4, Sidney Jackson.
That ball came off the bat and had eyes as it rolled right past Hickether. Here's the McHugh pitch to the lefty. High for ball 1. So we go 10-3 here in the bottom or top of the second. Here's the pitch by McHugh. Contact. They say foul for strike 1. Just a bit. Nice job by Tip to keep it in the glove as it came off the bat. Sage Jackson in the on-deck circle. So we've stretched through the order here. And Tip, good job by keeping it in front of her on ball 2. The lefty steps into the box, and now the McHugh pitch. Swung on. That one's into the glove of the first baseman. Did she get the tag at first? The field official says no, And that's out number 2. Nice job by Donahue over there at first.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 6, the third baseman, Sage
And we
Jackson.
go to Sage Jackson now. Here's the McHugh pitch. High outside for ball 1. Loaded bases with 2 outs now. And that pitch is going to come off. Did not have contact on the batter. So we get ball 2. The pitch by McHugh. This one's hit down the third base line, picked up by Batteruden. She'll have to throw to first, and it's going to be off the knee of Donahue. It rolls into right field. 1 runner has scored, and now a second one from third.
Jackson with the single.
And it's now 12-3. And Bassett is going to come out now and check in with his pitcher, McHugh. You know, folks, we get to work with some really great people here in the community, and one of those with the Missoula Prep Sports Network and the support. And one of those groups is Tip Coburn and Associates. Do you know that they have an anniversary this year, folks? That's right. Tip Coburn and Associates have been practicing law for the past 60 years. Whether it is, as I get my information here, employment, criminal, or defense, in addition to other areas of law, give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today if you are in need of some help. 406-549-5186, or stop by their website, www.tcsattorneys.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montanans since 1959. We come to Dakota Butcher now with 2 outs and loaded bases. And a high pitch runner is going to go ahead and take second. As we go 1-0. 12-3 Trotters. And a swing by Butcher will be strike 1. And Butcher, she comes about a third of the way up the third baseline. Here's the 1-1. We get a ball 2, and Tip's going to rifle this down the third baseline. McHugh with the stretch. High pitch. Tip jumps out of the stirrups, makes it 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to be foul up over everybody's heads. And it's a full count at 3-2. And Whitegrass's dad was over there. Some of the parents give him a hard time for not stretching out for that one. Here's the full count pitch. And it's swung on, and McHugh will end the side with a strikeout. 12-3, bottom of the second, coming up right after this. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning, and it is all Trotters as they lead 12-3 over the Loyola Breakers. Bottom of the order for the Breakers, 8-9-1 with Violet Whitegrass leading off the inning. So Whitegrass, Donahue, and McHugh on the schedule.
The right fielder, number 20, Violet Whitegrass.
So Whitegrass steps into the box, right-handed batter, and Von Heater with the pitch. Swung on for strike one. Von Heater with a strong arm. Here's the pitch. Whitegrass will let that one ride by for strike two. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be down the third base line. They say foul. And Whitegrass will stay alive to get a chance to bat again. So 0-2 on the count. Here's the Von Heater. Swung on. And the inning starts out with a strikeout for Von Heater. Takes us to the bottom of the order. Casey Donahue, the first baseman. Donahue has had some good play over at first today. Low pitch in the dirt for ball one.
Number 25, Casey Donahue.
Molly McHugh in the on-deck circle. This one's contact, foul down the first base line. And patience by Donahue gets us ball two. Here's the 2-1, and she'll swing on it. Foul to stay alive at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And Donahue will have contact. It's going to roll out. Picked up by Von Heater. The throw to first, and just in time for out number two. Von Heater coming up to get the little roller and makes the throw.
Top of the order for the Breakers brings up number 6, Molly McHugh.
And McHugh with contact into left field. It's going to roll to the fence. McHugh around first on her way to second, and she'll slam on the brakes as the left fielder struggles to pick the ball up. She could have had an extra base there, but McHugh with the double with 2 outs. And we've got Helia Batteruden. Here's the pitch. And Batteruden will reach. Foul down the first base line. Strike one. And McHugh has wheels as she was down to third by the time that ball came down. Inside pitch will slide over the plate for strike two to Batteruden. 0-2 on the count with 3 outs, or 2 outs, I apologize, 12-3. This one's going to be a short little dribbler picked up by the third baseman. Throw to first, not in time, and the Breakers will have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Batteruden with the single. Advances to first.
Gives us Emily Hermes.
Now up to the plate for the Breakers. The shortstop, number 10, Emily Hermes.
So Hermes to step in. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Hermes will reach for it. Second baseman can't get it. The shortstop will get it in the air, but the Breakers will earn a run. And they'll have runners at first and second.
Brings up number 5.
With 2 outs. And
Kayla
Hickether now at the plate. Hickether will swing. That one's got eyes as it rolls into left field. They'll bring Batterudin around. Hermes will come to third, and the Breakers add a run as Hickether goes to second.
Hickether with the double and the RBI for the Breakers.
So now it's 12-5.
Now
Trotters
the catcher, number 15,
with Carly Tip at the plate and runners at second and third. And that will bring in Bangan to check in with her pitcher. You know, folks, if you're looking to get into shape, well, get a hold of our friends over at Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana, for Montana, with 6 locations throughout Montana and 1 in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. You can get your fuel on while you're on the go. Check out Fuel Fitness online at www.clubfitness.com for a location near you and get started today. Fuel Fitness is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. And the infield gathered up with Bissett at the third base coach's box. And Bangan clears away. And Bissett looked like he was going to make a change. They're going to go ahead and send Tip to third, so they will go ahead and load the bases to bring in Ashton Leibel. And
now up to the plate for the Breakers.
They're going to bring in
the left fielder,
Deshaw
18, Ashton Leibel,
to run for Tip. And Bissett will go ahead and come down to the first base line to make sure the switch is made. And they're going to bring in Harris to run for Hickether. So Roshana Harris making her first appearance in game 2. She'll run with loaded bases and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And at the plate is Ashton Leibel.
Good practice.
As Mandre is making his changes in his book. Leibel is senior. She was the only senior on the Breaker basketball team this year. So Leibel steps into the box and Von Heater is ready. High pitch for ball 1. 2 outs, loaded bases for the Breakers here in the bottom of the second. They've earned a couple of runs, and Leibel will foul this one off for strike 1. They'd like to add more. Morgan Hall in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to get past the shortstop. That'll bring a runner home from third. Harris is around third. On her way home, the throw is made, and not in time. No, they're going to call her out at the plate. And the Breakers earn runs, and we'll catch it up. Top of the third, coming back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Go, the Trotters 12, the Breakers 5.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Plains, Montana for Game 2 of our doubleheader. And an update, they did charge the first run across the plate. Harris was out at home, so it's now 12-6 Trotters. In the middle of the order, Cassidy Kenzie comes to the plate. So the middle of the order, 4-5-6. Here in the top of the third. Molly McHugh on the rubber, ready for her pitch. And they're going to go ahead and send Kenzie to first. So that brings up Mackenzie Elliott, the DP.
The Trotters, the DP, number 10, Matt Elliott.
So a runner at first with no outs. Here's the McHugh pitch, and it's hit by Elliott right between third and short. Leibel will have it in left field. And the Trotters pick up where they left off in the last half inning with runners at first and second and no outs. And we come to Natalie Deshaw, the second baseman. So Deshaw settles in, McHugh on the rubber. Pitch on the way. Bunt showing. And runner at second dancing. Tip thought about going to third base as it was a good lead, but Kinsey will head back. Pitch thrown was a ball. Deshaw settles in and McHugh with the pitch. High for ball two. Breakers in Florence tomorrow. They host Anaconda on Thursday. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down, and Tip will pick it up, and they will call that fair to load the bases. And a runner will be brought in. And that was about the same as the call we had earlier in the game.
Elliott, the left fielder.
And Madison Elliott comes to the plate now, the 7-spot batter with loaded bases and no outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike one. Bangan with instruction to her batter, who now slides into the box. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Strike two. Madison Elliott slides into the box. Here's the 0-2. Swung on. Gets away from Tip, and a runner comes in from third.
Kinsey with the run for the Trotters.
And a strikeout for out number one, but a runner makes it 13-6.
Number 5, Skylar Bergstrom.
And the catcher, Skylar Bergstrom, to the plate. Here's the pitch by McHugh, and this one's going to tag Bergstrom. And once again, the bases load up with one out. Bottom of the order at the plate in Kenzie Engel.
Bottom of the order for the Trotters brings up number 3, Kenzie Engel.
And Tip taking a moment, takes her mask off to communicate to the dugout. now gets the call and relays it to McHugh. Tip now settled in behind the plate as Angle ready for the pitch. McHugh, and this one's hit right into that same hole. Leibel will pick it up in left field, and a run is earned off the single to keep the bases loaded. 14-6 Trotters. And we swing to the top of the order now. Sid Jackson. So Jackson settles in the pitch. High for ball one. Jackson, a left-handed batter. For Jackson, 2 walks. In her 3 at-bats. 2-0 on the count. Loaded bases. 1 out, top of 3. Here's the pitch. High for ball 3. Bassett having his pitcher work through it. Sports is the best teacher of adversity. As this one's in the dirt, and the walk will earn a run for Plains. Sid Jackson to the plate now. And Tip will come in and speak with McHugh. And you know, catchers, they have such a huge job. They've got baseballs thrown at them all day.
Once again, we'd like to
with the batter swinging bats right there, calling the game, has to see the field, put people in position. And on top of all of that, they've got to be a psychiatrist and to help support their pitcher and get them locked in to the game.
It helps out these girls throughout the season. Thank you.
So we get back into the action with Jackson coming back to the plate. And as I was saying earlier, sports is the best teacher of adversity. And sometimes the coach has just got to let the player ride. Well, loaded bases with 1 out. Here's the pitch by McHugh. This one's going to be hit, picked up, third base, toss, and the out at third for out number 2. A run does score for Plains.
Out at third.
It's now 16-6. And here comes
now up to the plate,
Dakota Butcher.
The first baseman, number 9, Dakota Butcher.
16-6 is your score. Butcher's going to hit this one over second. It's going to roll. Runner from second is going to be held at third. No, they'll send her as Donahue struggles, Vandeper struggles with it in the field, and that earns a run
The single and the RBI.
for Plains to make it 17-6. And Kinsey Cassidy will come to the plate, and when she came to the plate earlier this inning, they went ahead and sent her to first.
Kinsey.
She'll get to bat this time with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Here's the McHugh pitch. High pitch over the plate for strike 1. 17-6 Plains on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's McHugh with the pitch. Swung on. This one's down the third base line. Into the glove to Batarudin, and that's the side. So
into the bottom of the third
5 runs earned, 2 left on base, and the Breakers get to bat here at the bottom of the third. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Touching hands.
And you hate to see
reaching out,
struggle, but the only way they got to
touching me, touching you.
But the only way to learn.
Good times never seem so good.
Locally owned Paradise Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Plains, Montana. Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Plains Horsemen and the Loyola Breakers. And the Horsemen or Trotters, I should say, with a commanding lead, 17-6. Bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 batters with Morgan Hall to lead off. And, you know, I was talking between the innings with the PA. And McHugh, such a great athlete. This one's going to be hit by Hall, foul for strike one.
At the plate for the Breakers, the DP, number 12, Morgan Hall.
You hate to see a struggle as a strike is called for strike two. But the best way for these young ladies to learn is to stick it out. And Hall with good contact. Shortstop has it in the glove, and that's out number one.
Kinsey with the catch and the out.
So that brings us to Violet Whitegrass.
Up to the plate for the Breakers, the right fielder, number 20, Violet Whitegrass.
Whitegrass settling in. Low pitch for ball one. Here's the 1-0. And Whitegrass will have a ride on this one, but it'll be foul to even the count out at 1. And Von Heater pitching very well in this game. A freshman, as we get strike two. But in her 2 1/3 innings, she's allowed 6 runs off of 7 hits. 3 of those earned, walked 2 and struck out 2. And Whitegrass with a heavy shot into right field. She'll round first, on her way to second as the throw is made. Overthrow, but Whitegrass will hold her ground at second. Whitegrass with a big hit with 1 out. And we come to the bottom of the order to Casey Donahue.
Bottom of the order for the Breakers brings up number 25, Casey Donahue.
Donahue, the first baseman. Here's the Von Heater pitch, and Donahue will hit this one past the second baseman. Whitegrass is going to come home, rounds third. On her way as the throw is made to second, and the Breakers earn a run here to make it 17-7 Trotters. And we swing to the top of the order to Molly McHugh. And McHugh with a good strike into left field. Left fielder tries to get there. It's in the glove of the center fielder, and that's out number 2. Great job by Engel to jump on her bike and ride out there and get that one in the glove. We come to Helly Batteruden.
Number 1, Helly Batteruden.
Here's the pitch. And Batteruden will let the high ball go by to go 1-0 on the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. It's now a 10-run game, 17-7. Trotters on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and Batteruden swings out of the way, twists out of the way, I should say, for ball 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to roll out. Shortstop in the glove. The throw to first on the hop is there, and that's the side. So the Breakers earn 1, leave 1.
At first.
And that is the side. 4th inning coming up. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Plains, Montana. Turned out to be a gorgeous night, a little bit chilly, but hey, it's middle of April, and that's to be expected. You know what they say, April showers brings May flowers, and well, with ice or snow still on the peaks, it's been a chilly April. I wonder how many of our listeners out there have actually, that are gardeners, have their garden in this early. I haven't had a chance to do anything yet just because of the weather, and well, I've been busy with prep sports. We come to the top of the fourth inning where the Trotters lead the Breakers 17-7, and to lead off the inning, it's Mackenzie Elliott, the DP.
Mac Elliott to the plate for the Trotters.
Here's McHugh with the first pitch of the inning, and Elliott will swing foul for strike one. So it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning. Elliott, Deshaw, and Elliott. Mackenzie Elliott, Deshaw, and Madison Elliott. Here's McHugh now with the pitch. And she is going to tag the batter to put a runner at first for the Trotters. Natalie Deshaw now at the plate.
Now up to the plate.
For
number 8, Natalie Deshaw.
And Mackenzie Elliott, that came across right at the wrist. And she's taking a moment, the first base coach over there taking a look at it. And they might bring somebody in to run for her. It looks like maybe her thumb. So Haley Steinebach to come in and courtesy run for Elliott. And Deshaw at the plate. Mangan with her instructions, and the batter steps in. Runner at first, no outs. Here's the McHugh pitch. Swung on. This one's high over second. Hickether says she's got it and secured for out number one.
And the out for the Breakers.
One down now. And now they'll bring in number 12. Kelsey Staniford.
Up to plate for the
to bat
number 12, Kelsey
for
Staniford.
Madison Elliott. So she'll take the 7 spot. Here's the pitch by McHugh. And the floater over the plate for strike one. One out here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back at us for strike two. The Trotters have put runs up in the first 3 innings, 4 in the first, 8 in the second, and 5 in the third. Breakers with 3, 3, and 1. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Trotters have earned their 17 runs off of 13 hits and committed 2 errors. For the Breakers, their 9 runs have come off of 7 hits with 2 errors. And this one's into the glove of McHugh. The throw to first, and the double plays turn. That's the side, and for the first time in Game 2, the Breakers put a goose egg up for the Trotters. Bottom of the 4th, coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. It's the Breakers portion of the 4th inning. 10-run game, 17-10. Trotters. Van Heater in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's circle. And it is Emily Hermes to lead off the inning for the Breakers. So, middle of the order, 3, 4, 5, Hermes, Hickether, and Tip scheduled on the inning. Van Heater with her foot on the rubber in the first pitch of the inning on the way. And this is going to be low for ball 1. Here's the Van Heater pitch. Outside for ball 2. For Hermes, 2 plate appearances, a strikeout. She did get on base, which earned her a run. Now Hermes will foul this one into the glove, and Butcher with a great job tracking it down on the foul ball for out number 1.
Up to the plate.
So now Kayla Hickether. Hickether with a good play. 4 and out in the last half inning. Van Heater with a low pitch to the second baseman for ball 1. This one's hit. Shortstop with a good dive. The throw to first is on target, and that's out number 2.
Kinsey with a catch and throw to
With a catcher, Carly Tip to the plate now, with 2 outs and nobody on.
Carly Tip. Plate for the Breakers.
1 for 2. Pitch on the way. And this one's going to bounce off the bat. Second baseman struggles but gets the throw to first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 for the Breakers. Top of the 5th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton. Plains High School for the Breaker Trotter doubleheader. And it looks like we're going to have a change in the lineup as Genevieve Desha has her bat in her hand. So with the lead, coach is going to go ahead and make a change. So Skylar Bergston actually, I think it's Madison Elliott who she's batting for. Nope, it is Bergston. Okay, so the correction made. And a left-handed batter in Genevieve Desha. As the crowd jumps on the throttle. 17-7. Top of 5. Here's the Molly McHugh pitch. And it's swung on for strike 1. Pitch on the way. Outside. Evens the count out at 1. Kinsey Angle in the on-deck circle. So 8-9-1 as a high pitch is swung on for strike 2. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1, or ball 2, I should say, as I was behind on the count. 2-2 now for the leadoff batter here in the 5th. Tip now, settles in behind the plate, and the pitch. Swung on. This one's high down the third base line. McHugh is there for out number 1.
McHugh with the catch for the Breakers.
Batterudin coming up for it from third, but McHugh raced in there. So that takes us to the bottom of the order.
Up to the plate.
To Kenzie Angle.
Number 3, Kenzie Angle.
1 out, nobody on. Top of 5. Angle settles in, right-handed batter. And she's going to have this one over the top of Bangan's head as she ducks out of the way for strike 1, and Bangan with a comment to her batter, the smile on her face. Here's McHugh now, ready with the 0-1. High and outside for a ball. Sid Jackson in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch by McHugh. Swung on. This one's going to be foul. Leibel not able to get to it as it goes onto the crowd down the third base line. Gives us strike 2. One, 2 on the count. McHugh now, foot on the rubber and pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's going to roll out. Picked up by Hermes. Throw to first is on target and held on to, and that's out number 2. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th as Sid Jackson comes to the plate for the 5th time in game 2.
Fielder number 4, Sydney Jackson.
For the Breakers, it's their 7, 8, 9 batters, 6, 7, 8 batters. In the bottom of the 5th is the pitch outside for ball 1. It is Sage Jackson in the on-deck circle for the Trotters. McHugh's pitch is low for ball 2.
Electricity's extra.
You just put it on my tab. Yeah. Outside for ball 3. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's foul for strike 1.
If that was your car, I'm sorry.
The left-handed batter steps back into the box with a 3-1 count. McHugh with the pitch. Swung on. This one's off the grips, and McHugh will have the catch for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, no runs earned, and we go to the bottom of the 5th for the Breakers. Back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times, with a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable. Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Breakers need to tack at least 1 run on the board to stay alive here in our second game of the doubleheader. But it has been Kelsey Van Heater, the freshman, that has kept the Breakers at bay. And she has been impressive, the freshman. For the Breakers, it'll be Ashton Leibel to lead off, Morgan Hall in the on deck, and Whitegrass in the hole. So the 6, 7, 8 batters as Leibel comes to the plate.
Up to bat for the Breakers, the left fielder, number 18, Ashton Leibel.
Leibel coming to the plate now. And here's the Von Heater. High for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Lets it go by. And they're going to say strike 1. Mandre gives us the count. And Leibel has contact. It's past the left fielder. Leibel is going to round first. On her way to second as the throw is made. And she'll come to the brakes just as the ball comes to the base. The Breakers lead off with a double. And now Morgan Hall will come to the plate for the 3rd time in game 2.
Morgan Hall.
And the pitch outside for ball 1. So the Breakers with a runner at second and no outs. Pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's going to be bounced out. Shortstop will pick it up. Throw to first is rocketed over and in time for out number 1.
Zito Butcher gets an out at first base.
Leibel will stay at second. We come to Violet Whitegrass now for the Breakers with 1 out and 1 on. 10-run lead for the Trotters. And Von Heater will come inside for ball 1.
Breakers, number 20, Violet Whitegrass.
Casey Donahue in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. So Whitegrass really settling in here today. She's been a little bit more aggressive, but today just being patient. She'll swing on that one for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And we go 3-1. As my youngest son's baseball coach told him many times, just because the ball's pitched doesn't mean you have to swing, and we get a foul ball to make it even or a full count at 3-2. Baseball is a game of patience. And nice job by Whitegrass to have contact to keep her alive at 3-2. Here's Von Heater with the pitch. And struck out for out number 2. We come to the bottom of the order to Casey Donahue.
Up to the plate, number 25.
2 outs
Casey
and a runner at
Donahue.
second. Donahue with a hit and an RBI. She'll foul off the first pitch for strike 1. Pitch on the way, and she'll swing for strike 2. Trotters looking to take 2 away from the Breakers today. They'll head to Florence tomorrow, and struck out. That's the game. The Breakers 7, Plains 17. They'll have Loyola will go to Florence tomorrow night. And we'll have the game for you. Hot Springs takes game 1, 3-2. Plains takes game 1, 3-2, and dominates game 2, 17-7. We'll talk to you folks from Florence, Montana tomorrow night.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.